I'm not so perfect, baby, are you right? Come right, come right.
So I've had a couple friends pick up the game recently, and they brought to my attention a few things that beginner players and even intermediate players like myself sort of run into. And it's the fact that we don't really know what to work on at some point, right? It gets kind of hard to realize your issues at these levels. So at the beginner level, it's really just a lack of game knowledge and a lack of knowing what the other characters do, uh, and just not knowing fundamentals and game mechanics, right? But once you get past that stage, once you get to the competency stage and you're an intermediate player, this is where I think a lot of people hit a wall. And this is where you start to see people sort of fall off of the game or quit the game because they don't know what they need to be working on anymore. So today I want to talk about how we can figure out what you need to work on, what I need to work on, and how we can learn. Something that really helps that if you never did in school was figuring out the way that you learn, right? So whether you learn audibly, visually, kinetically, or a combination of both. Personally, I think I learned kinetically and visually very well, so watching videos and then doing what the video says, or watching my own replays and then redoing what I did, or doing it better, really helps me out. But in life in general, I feel like that's something in school that I really carried over, is figuring out how you learn and then molding whatever you're trying to study into that shape. Now, as far as transferring that into Street Fighter, I found that I learned best what I'm doing wrong and what I need to fix by just losing or playing players that are a lot better than me and just, getting smacked up, right? You'll see in this video what I'm really trying to learn or work on in this video and lately is my spacing. So my stand medium kick spacing and my stand medium punch spacing, and you'll see my stand heavy punch here, the sort of cactus punch looking thing. I whiff it a lot, and these Grandmaster players are very good at whiff punishing pretty much every button I stick out. So if I stick something out, it's going to get whiff punished, and I realize that I'm out of range. And that's big, right? That's big to have somebody to play that's good enough to whiff punish your mistakes and make you realize that your spacing is really bad. But yeah, spacing is a big theme here. And hit confirming as always, right? Hit confirming, I think I'm decent at, but I always try to get better. Now, some people really don't like that, right? They don't like losing a lot and getting beat up to learn. It's pretty natural in this game that you're going to lose a lot, and that's where a lot of people don't want to play, right? I've had friends tell me that they want to play fighting games. They just don't want to get over that hurdle of losing like 50 games, right? Whenever you pick up a fighting game, you're going to lose. Usually, you're going to lose for your first fighting game you pick up. And that's hard, man. It's hard to sit down and just know that you know less than the other guy and that he might beat up on you for a while until you realize what's going on. I think if you look at one of my previous videos that says how to improve in the thumbnail, somebody in the comments put a comment that just says the way to improve is to not play the game. And I understand where he's coming from, right? I don't know if he's trying to be malicious or not, but I know where he's coming from. Is that he gets frustrated, he doesn't want to lose, and then you drop the game. And that's a lot of people when it comes to Street Fighter, Tekken, any fighting game really, because the genre is like very trial by fire. Now the good thing is if you don't learn that way, if you don't learn by getting beat up, is you have things like the lab and you have things like replays and tournament replays, so that if you know that you're susceptible to a move, you can go into the lab, record it, and just learn how to punish that move. You are still going to have some losses, right? But if you don't want to keep losing, you'll realize very quickly what's going wrong and what you need to fix through your replays and through setting up the bot in training mode to, punish. Recently, I learned about Birdie's stand heavy punch, right? And that it's whiff punishable. So I went into training mode, I set Birdie to stand heavy punch, and I just whiff punished it like probably 10 times in a row. And that's a good example of I didn't want to keep getting hit by that button after watching the replay. I did not want to keep getting hit by the button, and I was getting frustrated, so I went into training mode and I set it up. So to figure out what you personally need to improve on, these are the steps that I think you can take depending on your learning style. You either find somebody who plays the character that you're having trouble against and maybe set up a few sets with them, and make sure that they're, you know, a player that's competent. They don't necessarily have to be better than you, but make sure they're the same level as you or higher, right? You don't want to just beat up on you know, some lower ranked player. That's not going to help you very much. Or you can watch replays or tournament matches of, you know, the matchup that you're trying to learn. And if it's a move specifically, like a move that you don't know how to deal with, going to training mode and set it up, right? Look at the command list if you don't know the move command. Look at it and then set it up and figure it out. That's a very good way, because once you do it 10 times in a row without messing it up, when you see it in match, even if you don't punish it, you will recognize it, and eventually you will get to the point where you'll punish it just based on recognition and muscle memory. And then sometimes the concepts that you want to practice can be a little more abstract, like neutral and footsies and things like that. Spacing, for me, is not an abstract concept, right? It's just something I've neglected for so long because I've gotten away with having bad spacing in the lower ranks. But now that I'm playing good people, my spacing needs to be a lot better than it is right now. So as for that, for me, just playing the game is how I'm improving my spacing, because I feel like that's sort of the only way. You know, I went into training mode. I've, you know, pressed stand medium kick and seen the space on it and tried to get familiar with it, and now I'm gonna try and put it into practice in game. I hope that helped you guys. I'm just gonna let the gameplay play out here with the live commentary that I recorded. I hope this helps, and I hope that you sort of are able to recognize your own flaws and work on them in training mode, or in casuals, or battle lounge, ranked, whatever it may be. I hope that you can improve, and I know that I'm going to be trying to improve using this method in the future. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Losing isn't always a bad thing, right? You learn what you need to fix. The only way you can learn what you need to fix is by getting punished or by losing.
Round one. Fight.
Oh, back confirm. See, I'm just walking into it still. Maybe if I just stand still, they'll have to approach me eventually, right? He has life lead, so maybe he doesn't. Ah, that light kick buffer always gets me. Nice parry. Bruh, that's a lot of damage. Anti-air jab. Alright. Try and win a round here. If I pressed there, would I have hit him? Or I think maybe that button has priority? Oh, okay. I hit him there because I did heavy. I have life lead. I don't really need to approach as much, huh? Oh. Oh, I gotta stop. I know you. I felt like I knew he was gonna do that, but I still did it. Oh, oh! Command grab. I didn't know that worked like that. Damn. Nice. Her command grab's kind of good. Feels like.
You lose.
Her V triggers feels pretty good too. I think her V trigger 1's the one with the icicles, right? That one seems kind of useless compared to this one, V trigger 2. All right, let's see if we can get anything this time. That was close. That was close. Oh. Maybe dash more? I can get in range. Oh, why did I not block? I know it's 2 hits. I know it's 2 hits. But I I don't know why. I just walked into it. Light kick. I think I heard the parry there. The first time I heard it. Oh, command grab? Oh, I dropped it! Oh, I didn't drop it. I didn't have meter. I don't know what the frozen effect does. Does it freeze my stun bar? Ah, it was close. I kind of lost whenever I gave up there when I didn't realize I didn't have a bar to kill. Realize, like, every time I double dash, I always press a button, I don't grab. Oh my god. Into command? What does the freeze property do? What does that do?
You lose.
What does the freeze property do? I gotta figure that out. I mean, that's just a game mechanic that I don't know. There's so much more about this matchup that I'm just not doing. And in general, like, spacing is probably my biggest weakness now that I'm realizing what I need to, like, work on.
Fight.
Oh, wow. Oh, I thought he was gonna parry. Oh. Wow, look at the damage. Wow, it's still going. I didn't mean to dash, but I guess the empty dash worked. I empty dash into crouch jab. I tried to press medium kick there when I didn't need to. Oh, I pressed too heavy of a button there. That was bad. My hands are already in motion to do a Tenko, and I didn't stop them. Nice. Dead. Damn. Okay, okay. Stand medium punches my friend when I confirm it and when I'm in range. That's the issue. Oh. Wow. Nice. I keep double dashing into some type of attack and he knows it. But I keep doing it like just on autopilot. Yeah. Damn. Alright. Got kind of washed. Got kind of shit on this game. Or these two sets. But we learned what we need to improve on. Spacing. Not whiffing. Pressing the right buttons at the right time in the right space. You know, putting all those things together.